Hey everybody, Mr. B here and welcome to the Loft. It is summertime, which means it is hot in the ATL, people. Yeah. So, I'm in the market for like cooler things to eat. It may be a little bit on the light side, but you guys know, if you do know, I will ruin anything light, right? By the time I'm finished with it. Anywho, what we're going to do today is a homemade chicken salad. We are going to roast off some chicken. We will add some mayo to that. I'm going to be putting some grapes in it, although you could also use some chunk pineapple because that's amazing. Salt, pepper, a little diced onion. I'm out of celery, so otherwise I would be putting some celery in it. I'm gonna throw some, I don't know, maybe some fresh dill up in it, some fresh tarragon, some fresh thyme, mix it all together, and the longer it goes in the fridge, the better it gets. So without any further ado, this is homemade chicken salad. All right, guys, so I have about 6 bone-in, skin on some chicken breasts. I don't know, maybe 2.5 pounds, pushing 3. Like I said, I'm gonna do a lot of this. So I have stuff to eat off of this week. Just going to get this chicken ready to roast. I've got an oven preheated with the fan at about 400 degrees. Going to season my chicken with some chicken seasoning, liberally. Okay, I'll just get everything a good flippy flip. All right, I'm gonna put this on a lined sheet pan, bone side down, skin side up. Now guys, I've also got some fresh garlic, I've got some rosemary, thyme, and tarragon. Give everything a drizzle of olive oil, cracked pepper. There we go, now we're cooking with grease. Okay, now we're not going for Sunday supper roast here. I'm not really concerned that this browns off. Not really, I'm not really worried about the presentation because it's going to be pulled. Now I am going to take some time and just kind of spread this around on the sheet pan. We're going for aromatics more than anything else, kind of down the middle, if you will. And it's just going to sort of bloom and be yum. And there goes the rosemary. Now the garlic, probably going to give these a smash. We're gonna just pop this down onto the sheet pan. You don't get all the paper off, don't worry about it. This is just gonna hit the aromatics. Something about roasted garlic with rosemary, guys, is unfreaking amazing. There you have it. We are ready to roast this bad boy off for about 40 minutes, or these bad boys or girls. To be, does not have to be binary. And we'll move on to the dressing. Okay, there we have our chicken. Isn't that beautiful? We're gonna let this cool enough to be able to pull it. Let me show you guys what you're gonna need for a delicious chicken salad. Now on the fresh herb side, I'm gonna be using some parsley here. I've got some fresh dill. I may supplement that with some dried, little tarragon action happening. And of course, our friend thyme. I'm gonna put some grapes. I've already washed these off. I'm gonna cut these in half, about a cup of them or so. But I'm telling you guys, if you use an 8-ounce can of some chopped pineapple, drain that juice off, You will not be mad about it. We'll use the juice of about half of that, maybe about a tablespoon. And normally I would use about half of a red or sweet onion. I like the color of the red, and I'm kind of on a red onion kick right now. And about half a cup of celery, but I don't have any celery, so I'm gonna go with the whole onion because I want that crunch. Now, another thing that I love to add into my chicken salad is some nuts. So I'm gonna be chopping up some walnuts to get on in there. And then we'll bring it all together with a little bit of our friend, the trusty old mayonnaise. So without any further ado, let's get chopping. All right, guys, we're gonna get to pulling our chicken. It's cooled down enough for us. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take some of the skin off. Actually, not some, all of the skin I can get off. Save it because it will make a really good addition to your stock bag, right? Just like I'm gonna save these bones and put these up. Next time I make stock, I'll pull them out. Yeah, so, you know, roasted chicken bones, oh my God, for stock really do bring a depth of flavor. Now, you don't want to go through all of this. I get it. You can get a rotisserie chicken. It's a good cheat. I do it quite a lot. However, I do find that with your rotisserie chicken, you need to eat the chicken salad pretty quick because as a rotisserie chicken sits, it tends, at least for my palate, to get just a little mealy. You know what I mean? But yeah, you can totally use a rotisserie chicken. It ain't no thing. Just if you are gonna use your own chicken, please use bone in. Although let's face it, we've all done a chicken breast and done the same thing, and it's okay. Use bone in. This is one of the things that I will typically use all breast meat for, although a chicken thigh up in this is not gonna hurt my feelings any. But I recommend, the whole point of this babble is if you are going to cook your own chicken and not get a rotisserie, roast your chicken like I showed you. It just tastes better, in my opinion. You know, if you just boil it, it's gonna taste like boiled chicken. All right, so we will get to picking this on out and we'll get this salad put together. All right, guys, do you remember our friends, the roasted garlic that was up in that? I'm gonna take a few of those, careful not to get any skins, and I am going to just put some of that meat in it. Now, I'll be honest with you, this might not be for everybody. And if you like it on the bland side and less roasty, then by all means, don't. Now with my garlicky hands, I'm gonna pick this chicken and get this broken down real nice. You still want to have some integrity. You don't want it to be mush or mealy. And yeah. Now let's start mixing up our chicken salad. Quite simple. We're gonna add our grapes. Let's add our nuts. And you know, I may only just use a few of these onions. That's gonna do it. That'll be fine on the onions. And I'm gonna add in my thyme and my tarragon. I will add all of that. And then I'm gonna add just a little bit of my dill, reserving the half of it for garnish maybe. And same with the parsley. And I am just going to kind of mix this up to get that rather incorporated. And let's get our mayonnaise here. I'm gonna start off with maybe a cup, and we will add more if needed. I don't want it too terribly wet, and it's gonna absorb as it sits, right? So, yeah, okay, I think I will hit with just a little more. If you wanted to cut a calorie here for some reason, you know what? You can go ahead and use like a non-fat plain Greek yogurt instead of your mayonnaise. Oh my God, amazing as well. Because you're kind of going for that tang, for lack of a better word. Speaking of tang, let's get what is a damn ginormous lemon. A little bit of that on in. Okay, now I'm going to taste for seasoning before adding any salt and pepper, right? So let's get a little bit of this, see where we're at. Going with pep. And I'm gonna use some sea salt. Good hefty pinch. Give this a mix in. And we'll taste again. Ta-da, that is so damn on the money. Yes, indeed. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up, put it in the refrigerator. Needs to set overnight is best in my opinion, but you know, hell, I'm hungry. But you wanna get it to cool down and get those flavors to start really marrying together. Yum, 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 and then we'll garnish it. All right, guys, so it has been a couple of hours and we are going to garnish this, right? So let's say you were taking it to your company, you know, to your little luncheon, if you will. You're gonna want it to look pretty, right? So we held back a little bit of that dill. Let's sprinkle a little bit of that on top. And the same with the parsley. Nice, nice, nice. And then what I like to do, and this is, you know, just one of those things, I like to take a little bit of paprika, just a little now, not killing it, and sprinkle a little bit of my paprika on top of the chicken salad. See how pretty that is? Absolutely gorgeous. All right, so let's give it a go. It's so fresh, so nice. You can really taste, excuse me just a minute. Really taste the fact that that is roasted chicken and not boiled. You can also taste the fact that you did it and not a rotisserie. But again, not gonna poo-poo on that. So there you have it, guys. An absolute classic, anytime really, but particularly in the summer. Nice little chicken salad for you. So give it a shot. Remember, doesn't matter if it's hometown or midtown, we're gonna cook it from the lofts. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when I put up videos. And we hope to see you next time. Bye. All right, let's breathe for a minute.